Good morning, YouTube. This is man all the way George Page, aka the Emperor of Female Bodybuilding Talk, coming to you live on YouTube. I want to give a special shout out to a lady who gave me some information about this video that I'm making up. And this is one Miss Tana Hugh. Now, Miss Tana Hugh is a professional bodybuilder. I've done some videos about Tana. She's a great lady. I've been Facebook friends for quite some time. We talk via Messenger, and the other day, she sent me this information, and it's good to have somebody on the inside who can tell you some stuff. I mean, it's great because I learned some things a lot more. From being a fan of bodybuilding for as long as I have been. There's some stuff I don't really know, but I'm getting really learning. But anyway, Tana sent me some information of upcoming event, and Wings of Strength, they have several shows, and one of the biggest shows is the Women's Bodybuilding World Championship, which is the Rising Phoenix. And also, coinciding with the Rising Phoenix, you also have the Arizona Women's Pro, and also the NPC Amateurs Women's Extravaganzas. The Arizona Pro has become a totally all-women's show. No men. This is an all-women's show, and that's pretty great. And I think, like I said before, the last all-women's show that was ever had was the Jantana. And Jantana was strictly for the women. No men, with no men attached. It was not attached to a men's show. No men performers. It was the last of the true female bodybuilding shows. But this show is, the Rising Phoenix, which is the Women's World Championship for female bodybuilding, which took place back in 2015 after the IFBB dropped female bodybuilding from its lineup. So anyway, it's coming up September 11th. Last year was at December because of what happened with what was going on with the pandemic. And this is the list that she sent to me. And it's a list of the ladies who's going to be competing in this show. Now, pretty much some of these mostly are recognizable faces. Well, basically, I'm going to say most of the usual suspects. But I think a couple of ladies who are making their debut at the Rising Phoenix. As you know, the Rising Phoenix is invitational. It used to be we get enough points, you go to Rising Phoenix, but now with the return of female bodybuilding to Olympia, it's now invitational. So I think what I was told that the ladies have to put in the paperwork for invitation by March, I think. And once you get your invitation, you get invited. Now some of the ladies are going to be the top 5 ladies. The last year's champion, Andrea Shaw, is returning. And I think Andrea should skip this show. When you miss Olympia, you should skip it. It's not like she's pulling an Iris Kyle. Remember, Iris was competing both Miss Olympia and Miss International. And in a way, it takes a title opportunity away for other competitors who might not even get a shot at Miss Olympia. But like I said, she probably wanted to defend her title. That's fair to say that. But, you can still skip it, But the thing is, here's the thing I'm going to say about this. There's a little bit better prize money compared to the Miss Olympia. And you get a card, but you got to pay taxes on the car and all that stuff. But still, but, not so much. But I think Olympia should give these women, like, you go to Miss Olympia, you should get at least $100,000. I've said this before. The Miss Olympia should get more money because the fact it's a bigger show and a big opportunity for female bodybuilders. They should get more money. So anyway, like I said, it's the top 5 women from last year. And the top 5 last year was, as Andrea Shaw, the champion. Second runner-up, the two-time champion, Helen Trevino. Third place, Monique Jones. Fourth was Alicia Young. And fifth, Irie Anderson. And also, it's talking about round 6 is Nikki Chartrand. She's going to be there. Also, making return is Janine Lukowski, who was there last year. Amuna Porcel, who competed last year. Also, she was supposed to compete, but she decided to drop out because she felt like she wanted to take some tweaks. Is Christine Mendoza. I like Christine. She said she wanted to do a little work on a few things. And, she's also one of the, like some of the other ladies, she's also an ambassador for Wings of Strength. Also, another Natalia from Russia, but not the Natalia everybody want to see. This is Natalia Kovalova. She was going to compete also last year, but she decided to drop out because she wanted to take a few tweaks. She hadn't competed since 2019. Angela Rayburn, that's another usual suspect. Salva Matti, who didn't be able to compete because what happened. The pandemic hit Italy hard, and she had to stay, in Italy. So probably she has to do like a quarantine before she gets here. Also, Virginia Sanchez, who is going to be competing at the Olympia because she won last year's Muscle Fest. She was supposed to come last year, but I remember I was following her. She said she didn't want to travel because the expense of doing quarantine. She didn't want to leave her son behind in Spain, so she said she skipped the Rising Phoenix because but now she's going to be here because she has both the Rising Phoenix as an invitational, and also she's going to be doing the Olympia. Also, you have one of my favorite people, Tos Williams, who competed at her first Rising Phoenix show back in 2018. As you remember, she won the Miss International show, and she also competed at Chicago Pro. As you know, the thing is, if you Miss International, you got an automatic buy to the Rising Phoenix show. Then there's also making her debut at the Rising Phoenix. And so another one of my favorite people is Rashana Boswell. As you know, Rashana took second place in Chicago, and the Rising Phoenix is invitational. If it was going by points, she would have automatically been there anyway. But because it was invitational, you had to put in your paperwork to get invited. And then also you have Asher Hadley, who won last year's New York Pro, who also competed at Olympia. Myla Ash, who won the Asher won the Savannah Pro. Myla won the New York Pro. I'm sorry, and who took fourth place at the Olympia. So you think when you already at the Olympia, why not skip the Rising Phoenix? But I think Myla and some of these other ladies are ambassadors, so that's why they're competing. And then also, as you know, the 2021 Miss International it gets a bye to the Rising Phoenix. Last year's champion was Patty Hansen. So depending, as you know, the Miss International is part of the Chicago Pro. As you know, back in 2013, the All Sorts in the Classic dropped the Miss International. But what happened was Winter Strength and Jake Woods picked it up the name and attached it as a pro qualifier. So you have 3 weight classes: you have heavyweight, lightweight, and middleweight, and it's a pro qualifier. You can also compete at the Chicago Pro at the same time. Now, one person is not going to be there. I don't know. She's not going to be there in the women's division of female bodybuilding. Is Teresa Investig. Teresa has been there since I think since 2017. She has been. Remember she won the Norfolk Pro last year. In 2019, and the Chicago Pro in 2020. And she's been there. She's been at least I think 3 Rising Phoenix shows since I can remember. But this year, she has declared that she's switching and going down to women's physique. So there's a possibility she might do the Arizona Pro, or she might do some other show. If you do any other show where it's especially in the women's physique division, and I give an automatic buy to this year's Olympia. Now, as you know, here's the thing about what we kind of like about the Rising Phoenix show. The prize money and the options are a lot better than compared to the Olympia. As you know, the winner of the the Rising Phoenix, will get a car, $50,000. All right, that's pretty good. You get a car. You got to pay taxes on that car, but $50,000 is not too bad, especially if compared to maybe a little more, just help with that car taxes. But also, there's so many other prizes. Like also, ladies do like a little video segment for their routine, where they whoever wins that get a prize money from anything I think from $5,000, $7,000 to up to $1,000. There's also best poser, and also the most muscular woman at the show. I remember last year I did a video where I said that they gave the award to Andrea Shaw. To me, Andrea wasn't the most muscular. It should have went to Monique Jones. I think that truly, I'm gonna say it again. Monique Jones, it was between Monique Jones and Irene Anderson. Andrea has a great body, but she was not that big, not that massive compared to Irene and Monique. But you know what? One person I would like to see at that show is my friend Tanner Hugh. Tanner had competed, I think, since 2019. No, 2018 was the last time she did the Rising Phoenix. She got there because she took third place at the Toronto Pro. And I love to see it. Tanner, I like Tanner. Tanner has a great body. Oh my, she has those crazy lats. I mean, and like I said, I love my sisters of chocolate melanin muscle women. I love them. I mean, I love Tanner. She's a great physique. And I hope she probably. I remember, you should give a lot of these ladies who put in the application. Should give opportunity. Don't go by who's popular or just pushing your ambassadors. Give people who want opportunity to compete at that show opportunity to compete. Make it for all, not just for certain ones. And also my good friend Maria Flores. I would love to see also that show too. She never done a show. I love to, she's invitational now. She should be get an invite. But right now she's recovering from injuries. Hoping maybe by like I said, show is September. Maybe maybe she might fully hear by, ooh, but like I said, it's they already put in people's applications, so it's too late. It's a great opportunity for her. I mean, they should have took her application, and she had enough time. She probably would be able to make the show. There's also, Pauline Nelson. Pauline, I think she hadn't done it since. I think she hadn't done a show since 2018 also, and she's also ambassador. So wouldn't you think that she's ambassador? Wouldn't you think she have a shot to compete at the Rising Phoenix? I feel that it's not. I don't think they have all the names yet. I think still some people they haven't put in yet. I don't know. Maybe just me. And then also this lady who she competed last year, but she competed at the Arizona Pro, and that's one Miss Teresa of Verizon. As you know, Teresa Verizon is she's switching from women's physique to bodybuilding. But like I said, this is before she made this decision to switch from women's physique to to bodybuilding. So it's too late for her now. But maybe next year we can see her. And possibly also if she does any good in any of the other shows in women bodybuilding division, we might see her compete at the Olympia. So anyway, this is a pretty decent amount of ladies. Some women should get more opportunities too. Like I said, the show's coming up. It's going to be September. As you know, usually it used to be September for quite a long time, but then last year because everything what happened with the virus, changed the whole thing. Everything's just put it out of whack. One point they was going to do the show originally in Vegas, but because Vegas had a crowd kind of limitation, they went back to Arizona. So that's fair. I think Arizona was more open. As you know, they were wearing masks on stage. Arizona was more open with crowd capacities, so that was fair for them. But maybe next year, we might go back to Nevada. But I think the Rising Phoenix is better where they're at in Arizona. I think Arizona is a better place for it. As you know, the Olympia is going to be in Tampa, Florida this year again, and I think Tampa's probably a good place for them. Cost of race cheaper, and for a lot of competitors who live in that area, it's a lot closer for them. But like I said, this is a great show. Like I said again, the Rising Phoenix is an all-ladies show. It's mostly going to be women's bikini, and as you know, the Arizona Pro is going to be women's bikini, physique, and almost the women's division in the IFBB, and the as you know, the Rising Phoenix is generally the world championships for women's bodybuilding. As you know, take the place of, as you know, the Olympia, as they dropped the ball on female bodybuilding. But like I said, this is going to be a good lineup. Me and my man Jared, we're going to talk about it on Muscle Talk Monday. We're going to give our talks, our debates, and our thoughts of how, how the show's going to look like, the outcomes, everything like that. You want to come on, join us, give your thoughts and how you feel about the Rising Phoenix and your opinions. This has been All the Rage George Page, a.k.a. the Emperor of Female Bodybuilding Talk. Don't like, subscribe. I'm out.